Hello and welcome on in, everyone. Yes, this is a little bit different, isn't it? You see, we're doing a June preview. Well, can I just say, our May craft event on QVC was an absolute stormer. We had some unbelievable feedback and you guys loved us doing on QVC like what we do in HSN. So we have one big day, we have all the new product launches. It's absolutely appointment of view. You cannot miss the shows. It's going to be epic. So we listened to that feedback. So we're doing exactly the same now for June. So next week, this time next week, I'm going to be doing a massive 2-hour extravaganza, big launch show on QVC UK. We're going to have brand new world launches. We've got new concepts for most things that you've never seen before. And basically, I'm going to give you the lowdown and tell you everything you need to know about that show in the next hour and a half. So this is the show to save, where we're going to tell you basically all the new products that you need to know all about. I'm going to give you a quick whistle-stop tour. Here's what they are, here's how they work, few quick demos, make a few things. Bob's your uncle, we're all good to go, right? However, we couldn't possibly fit everything that you need to know into the next hour and a half. So what I want you to do is download the booklet. We've got this amazing booklet that's going to walk you through everything you need to do for the shows. Now, the details of the booklet, wherever you're watching this, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube, it will be in the comments and we will pin it in the comments, right? Put the details up. There you go, details are on the bottom of the screen. I know you will not time all those little letters into the screen, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to look in the comments, you're going to say, oh, there's that thing, it looks like what Sarah had on the screen. That's what you click on. This is what you're going to see. You're going to see me in a lovely QVC orange jacket, nice and smiley, show guide, your guide to what's on, right? Now, as you start scrolling through, it's going to talk you all about what we've got on, that's what's going to be coming up next. Actually, my Venetian Grace, I'm showing you all of that first, okay? You'll see exactly what products are in each bundle, and better still, loads and loads of fabulous items that you can make, loads of card ideas that you can make to go with it. So it's not, we say it's a booklet of all information, but we're on to the Shimmer Sprays. Hang on, stop, press, hold the mic. I'm going to be demonstrating these for you in about half an hour, right? These are a brand new launch. We've got 2 sets of these. Look at what you could be making. I'm going to be showing you that card live in the show, actually, and then taking inspiration from that for my demonstration. Leanne is doing a 2-hour masterclass on these Monday next week, but you can find out all about them right here, right now, first of all, before anybody sees them, okay? So I want you all to download that booklet so that you know exactly what's coming up, so that you can kind of get ahead, you can know what the item numbers are, and then as soon as items go live on the QVC website, you can get them ordered, but it's all a preview of our show this time next week, okay? So it's actually 10 o'clock in the morning next Thursday, right? Now, here's the thing. Those of you who sometimes watch our HSN preview shows like this, and like to preview a big, what we call a big craft day coming up, this is essentially like a mini craft day on QVC. We're bringing them up to speed on what we do on HSN, doing it over here in the UK. You'll know if you follow us for these shows, it's not just about me demonstrating how to do stuff, it's all about me giving some of that stuff away. And to do that, I need a partner in crime. Tell us what you're going to be giving us, Ben.
Hey, I was going to say, I give all the stuff away in these shows. I'm the giving guy. Yeah, all you've got to do is comment along, tell us what you're loving, tell us what you're looking forward to, tell us what's on your wish list, ask some questions, and then if you get in touch after each item that Sarah's going to preview with you, I get to give it away, which is amazing. The thing to say about this time round, as we've said, we've got so much within that booklet. We'll preview as much as we can, but there will be some items coming up next week that we're not going to be showing you today. However, if you get the booklet, you get to see it. And if you go and join our group on Facebook, Fans of CC on QVC is the group. There it is. During next week, we will be doing giveaways for the items that I don't give away in this show. So if you're not yet joined up in this group, make sure you do it, because you will thank us later. We've got a top team all over the socials today, already in and getting very excited. Gareth Dobbs says, hello everyone, cannot wait for this, it's going to be epic. Sarah Leahy is in saying, hi Sarah, Ben and Crafters Companion team, hello. Lillian Kwok is with us, and Hannah Gosling-Smith says, I had a flick through the booklet yesterday, I love the look of the memory collection. Yes, there is lots coming up, don't forget, put it in your diaries, next Thursday, 10 a.m. QVC, it's going to be phenomenal. But let's get on with it. Let's see what we're going to start start with, well, I know what we're going to start with, a collection that you are going to fall in love with, the Venetian Grey, Sara.
I love it when we start with something really big of epic magnitude that nobody has seen, okay? This is the brand new Venetian Grey. Now, it was feedback from you guys that led us to develop this, okay? And let me show you, these are the sort of kind of feel of cards that we're going to be doing, Ben, right?
Yeah.
It's this sort of colour palette, it's this design style. You've got a mix of gorgeous embossing folders, cut and emboss folders, dies in here, some wonderful there's stamps. I always remember my mum had that famous picture of the two little cherubs.
Yeah.
She used to have it on the wall and say it was like my two little angels, me and our Helen. One of them always looked a bit cheeky. We were like, which one's that one? It's that feel. But look, I mean, look at these swirls. Even if you're not using this as part of the Venetian Grace collection, these swirls, these papers, they're very Renaissance-y, aren't they? I think there's a gorgeous feel about it. So that's kind of the look that we're going for, okay? Let me show you the products that are going to be in here, okay? Now, you all need to see the 12 by 12 pad. You know that we just get better and better. Sensational is the word I've heard used for this pad. Double-sided. You know how awesome we do it. Now, look at these papers. Now, we've never done anything with that Venetian feel to it before, okay, Ben? Now, we've put 3 sheets of each design. It is all of those cherubs. It's the big, iconic Venetian, like the gondolas. Like you see a lot of the architecture in here. The colours, it's very, I was going to say Roman, it's not Roman, it's very Italian in its feel. That's the word I'm looking for. How absolutely gorgeous are these? Now, we do have the 12 by 12 pad. And we also have that in the 6 by 6.
Amazing.
Okay? Now, if you look in the booklet, you'll see exactly what comes in the kit, what you might want to get extras of, what the item numbers are for everything. But you can see, even with the 6 by 6 pad, same design, beautiful designs scaled down. So not always. We sometimes scaling down but not losing any of the detail. We're sometimes taking a part of the image that works really, really well in that space. They've been really, really well thought through and planned, these, okay? Then we're moving on to some of the extras, right? So wait till you see what these. I'm dying to know the comments coming through, Ben, because I think people will just love this, right? Now, this frame. You want to ink through this, you want to spritz through this, you want to give it, look at this one here. I mean, this is just fabulous.
Stunning, isn't it?
And it's nice, big, thick pieces. Yeah. Now, you can either use this on its own, which is the middle one, or can you see for this one, we've cut this in the white and then use the outside for a matten layer. So it means that if you're doing cards like this, you can either do the matten layer, you can use some of the stamps on the inside, you can use some of the accessory pieces on there. These are coming up a little bit separately. Just to show you some of the other things, look at this here, right? The Rialto Bridge, right? Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm jealous.
I know, it's gorgeous.
And I just think it's just iconic Venetian. We couldn't do a Venetian collection without doing the Rialto Bridge, okay? Now, there's that little cherub. And what we've done is we've given you the die cut because you're not going to want to cut them out. So, for example, look at this. I'm going to be showing you some of the extra accessories, but using that to embellish some of the extra pieces. That harp coming up in a second as well, right? Now, loads of the cards you'll see we've done have used this. Now, it's that lovely cut and emboss folder, Ben, but you've got that die cut piece in the centre, just draws the eye in. Whether you're doing whole cards in this shape, like this one here, or whether you're using it as like an accentuator on a card. Love this idea, the little cherub going into the inside, okay? You've also got that lovely harp. So you saw me showing you, that's the actual harp die itself. Again, mix and match and use them together. That's using just that lovely frame with the harp on the front. And then the last die set in this bundle, this one here, fabulous, Ben, right? You've got that lovely edge die that you saw me use. So, for example, onto the side of a card like this, look at how it really pops.
Oh, incredible, yeah.
Because we do a lot of edgeables, Ben, but we've never done like the thick lacy designs like this before. It was very much iconic of that kind of feel and style. You've got that with the 3 swirls and flourishes. Make beautiful corners, make lovely swirls to build into things, so that if you are doing cards like this, how fabulous do they look, kind of bringing that all in. And what I am going to do is I'm just going to open this here. So I'm going to show you, you see that lovely little tassel on there as well?
Yeah, get those.
Coming up to them in a minute. So there's some of that beautiful Venetian style on the inside.
Look at that.
But there's that, and then the little, oh, my tassel's dropped off, I'll have to make sure I don't lose it, right? Those tassels, guys, is this set of tassels here, right? Now I've included these because they are very hard to come by when they've been dyed to the right colour palette for what you need. So we've dyed it to the right colour palette, and then you've also got the stamps that is going to just tie. We've just done a little small selection just so that you've got everything working together. Now, while you've seen everything, you haven't quite seen everything because we have done, for those of you that like to have everything to match, we have done the colour palette that works with it in the beautiful Living Effect papers. Now this range really does lend itself very, very well to working with that kind of matte finish cardstock. If you notice, that's the finish that we've got on the papers, the printed papers as well. So if you see this, and then look at this in conjunction with some of these beautiful papers, and see how it goes well with the bee tracks on the other side as well. Look, drawing the greens out from the lovely greens and the blues, the pinks there. So you would probably use the pink and you'd matte and layer against the rust, or you'd matte and layer this on the dark blue and see how well it works. It's when you start and use that corresponding colour of cardstock that it really brings the patterns and the colours out. And that's what the team do and put together everything for you. So we are going to be doing a full 2-hour masterclass with this next week, guys, right? So you want to know more, you want to see, this is the preview. So it's called the QVC Preview. Bear in mind, every single item we have here at Crafters Companion, you'll get a chance to buy it. So the QVC launch show, the big craft day, is going to be next Thursday. So special 2-hour show, 10 till 12 next Thursday. But then every item, you're going to be able to buy it. You're going to be able to get the special pricing on it. Sometimes there's flexible payments on it. But then you can buy and know that there will be classes, even if it's a brand new world launch, so there already isn't a class out there for you to watch. There will be several classes coming up on YouTube. So for this one, I'm telling you, it's going to be next week. So you now actually watch and learn about the product. But as soon as that's live on the QVC website, you know where we're going to tell you about it. In that Facebook group, isn't that right, Ben?
Absolutely right, yeah, in the Facebook group, and make sure you get joined up in there as well if you haven't yet done it. We were giving this away very shortly indeed as well, but just let's read a few comments coming through. I love the fact that we've still got people from all over the world watching us on this show. Sarah's joined in saying, just turned into the show, watching from Melbourne, Australia, sending everybody hugs. Let's talk about the papers though. Stunning papers, says Julie Thomas. Leanne says, I'm excited to see everything. The Venetian Grace is gorgeous already. I think they would make stunning invitations. If you've ever been to Venice like I did, I took Laura there for her 40th and it was one of the most beautiful places I have ever been to, bar none, and I think we have captured it stunningly in that collection. You're going to love it. J.A. Murray says, this is gorgeous. I had those cherubs in my bathroom on a powder for years. I love those sweet faces. Lillian says, I've been to Venice at least 8 times. It's gorgeous. Honestly, the collection just really replicates what a beautiful place it is. Julia Chiverton says, hello from Exmouth. I usually watch via Facebook, but today I thought I would give YouTube a try. How's it working out for you? Let me know. Julia also saying this set is beautiful. It will work well with the Masquerade Ball collection. I think definitely there are some elements there that will cross over. And Jay Murray also saying, you and your company just keep outdoing yourselves. They only get better and better, these collections, don't they? Don't forget, you can see the show next Thursday, 10 o'clock, Freeview Channel 16, Sky 660, or of course you can watch on the QVC mobile app. Hannah just saying, I feel like Leanne's granddaughter was the model for the cherub. She does look similar, doesn't she?
Oh,
she does
look angelic.
Look similar. We will give this away very shortly indeed, but I tell you what, whilst I wait to find out who the winner is going to be, let's get on because we've got lots to show you over the course of this show. And if you're excited about the Venetian Grace collection, we have some fantastic items still to show you from the mini memories, shimmer sprays and more coming up. But Sarah, what are you going to be looking at next?
So we've got this amazing, do you know, can you do me a favour, Ben? Any chance you can walk around, just reposition camera 1 and get a close-up? So I can show you all of me. Camera 1's, it's on its way around. It's on its way around.
There you go.
Coming. Right, I was desperate because I need you to see these up close, guys, right? So, we've never done this before, but you guys have asked for this. So we've done a whole collection of these amazing laser cut frames. Now, these, they'd work wonderful with the Venetian Grace.
Oh, yes.
But then look at the detail on these frames. Now, I can't tell you how much this is going to be, right? Because we're not allowed to reveal the prices until they live on the website. But the value for money in this kit is incredible, right? Look how many you're getting. So you're getting this whole kit. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to show you all the designs, because you get all of these frames and also the stamps. And all of the frames are different. So if you want to buy, well, you get a couple of each one. But look, I want you to see all of the different frames that you're getting, okay? Now, not only do you get the frames, we've given you this little mini collection of stamps so that you've got a design to stamp in the middle of them all, okay? So you get all of these frames and all of these frames, right? I'm just going to warn you now, when we launch this, I have a feeling this will go bananas, right? They love, when I know we've done anything a little bit different on QVC, they love anything that's a little bit unusual, a little bit different, a little bit unique, okay? So to give you an idea of how you're going to be using them, you could be adding a little bit of colour to them to give you a frame like this sort of style, okay? Or, oh well, actually then there's another one where we've just had a bit, so different frames here, and you could be using your ink pads to colour these. I'm going to show you them with the spritzers in just a second.
Oh, lovely.
So we could spritz to these, or I'm going to show you how we add a little bit of, oh look at that one in the jet black. How fabulous does that look with the jet black around it? How you could be adding a little bit of gilding, some of your gilding colours as well, which we've got coming up with the gilding flakes a little bit later in the show, okay? So let me just show you. Let's see, should we do a gilding flakes one first, right?
Yeah.
So let's do the heart, right? So I'm going to get the heart out here. I'm going to use our gilding flake set. So I've got the liquid glue, and then we're going to be able to pop the flakes off with this. So all we do is a little bit of glue, and I'll pop it on here so I don't make a mess, Ben, right? A little bit of glue down the side like that. I'm just going to come on with my finger, right? And then just dab a little bit around the outside. So I don't want to cover the whole frame in flakes. I just want to add a little bit of colour going around the outside like this, right?
Okay.
Now the trick with the gilding flakes glue is you need to pop it on and then it needs to dry. So it needs to be tacky but not wet, right? So I'm popping this down. Oh, this is starting to get tacky already down this side. And I'm going to give that a couple of minutes to dry before I start and apply the gilding flakes on. Lovely Nicolette, keep me right. Got 4 minutes, she says. 4 minutes to go, right? So what I'll do is, while that one's setting, why don't we get another one and colour tint it? So let's use one of our new spray misters, right? So this is coming up a little bit later in the show. But what I will do, let's put a little piece of protective stamping card behind here, right? So I'm going to give it a spray. Now this is a brand new set, so it hasn't been primed. I will talk about this. Oh, look at this spray, right? We'll talk about this when we get to it, right? So spritzing that. Now the problem is, I haven't got a heat gun over this side of the room, have I not, right? You're going to leave that. Do you know what I will do? I will lift this up. Do you know, I hope you can see this because it looks even better in real life.
It does.
Yes, she's coming in for a close-up. I'm going to put it on the white bit there. I wonder, there. Do you know what? I'm going to see if you can see better on the close-up camera than what we can on the overhead camera. I'm going to get you in there. This, I'm not kidding you, looks better in real life than you're seeing on the screen. Yes!
Oh my goodness me.
Oh my word, that is the new Shimmer Sprays, guys, that are going to be coming up in a little while. But that is the effect, and that is before it's dried, Ben.
Yeah.
That is before we heat gun. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pass it off the side to Liam.
Yep.
He's going to heat gun it for us while I'm getting on to the next demonstration with it, right? Now, look at this, what else you could be doing. I've made a little gift bag, right? I've made a little gift bag. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 of these and a little bit of hot glue. Oh, I don't know if I am actually, because I think my hot glue's melt. Let's get that out. We'll go for it again, right? A little bit of hot glue. This is the problem, guys, when we have to get our show ready so far in advance, right? So, a couple of little spots of glue on there. And then I'm going to take these and put this on the top. Oh, look at that. I haven't got the spacing right. I've just put 2 globs and hope for the best, Ben, right? But we can cover that with a nice butterfly or something, right?
That's it.
Popping that into there. And then once I've got that first one in, I can come over with the second one. And again, I can put a little bit down there, a little bit down here.
What a clever use of the frames.
Wasn't it brilliant?
That's such a clever use for them.
And then, come on, is this or is this not the most professional gift bag you've kind of ever seen.
Yeah.
Right? So we're going to do that, and then I've just got a nice little happy birthday tag. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it over top of where we've made the boo-boo. Boo-boo down there, and then a nice... You know, it's nice to be honest about these things, Ben.
That's
right?
it.
Because I'm only human. So we're going to boo-boo on there, we're going to boo-boo over that. Nobody ever knows there was a boo-boo. How cute is that? Lovely little gift bag.
So
right?
good.
So there's our gift bag ready.
Yeah.
Liam's dried, my friend.
Let's have a look.
Right, I'm going to step out so you've got the white background. Come on, Ben, look at that.
That is incredible.
And I've specifically chosen one of the set ones. So that is... Oh, Charlotte's writing for the close-up.
That is next level.
It.
Get
That
in there,
is
Charlotte.
The shot of the day. Right, guys? You haven't even seen us put the Gilding Flakes on yet, right? So that's another thing. So many things you can do with these, right? Let's get another little bit of card out here.
That was literally from about 2 or 3 sprays as well, wasn't it? Like, that's incredible.
I think it was 4 sprays.
Yeah.
4 sprays is all it took, right?
Wow.
Now I'm going to go on with some of the Gilding Flakes onto one of the frames.
Okay.
So again, all I'm doing, tapping the Gilding Flakes around the outside. Because the glue is tacky, but not, so it's dry and tacky, so it's not still wet. And then all you do is come in with this, rub this. Oh, this is looking even better than the spritzed one, Ben.
On a par with, definitely.
And then all you're going to do is you're going to use, because you must use the little brush, and we're going to take off all of the excess around the outside,
Yeah.
so that we just get this lovely little hint of Gilding bit. Right.
That's amazing.
So again, I'll show you. Yes. So whether you're... Yes,
That's
it.
amazing.
Look at that. Can I just say as well, we're awesome here at Crafters.
We are awesome.
To get them sort of shots and be able to show you that, how incredible.
Skills, Charlotte. Good
and
skills.
then all you're doing is taking that, using it on a card, and that's it there, used on the side of a card with a little bit of those Gilding Flakes round. That is incredible. Now, you saw it here first. I'm going to be showing you these next Thursday on QVC. You need the whole box load. And if you want to see all the frames, do you know what you need to do, Ben?
I think you need to download the booklet.
Yes.
Wherever you're watching right now, you'll see the link. Download it. And also in that booklet, you'll see more than we'll be able to show you in the studios today. Make sure as well, if you're not yet in the group, Fans of CC on QVC, that's the name of the group on Facebook, join it, because the items that we don't give away in this show, we will be giving away in that group during the week. I've got 2 items to give away just now, so make sure you listen up. I'm going to give away the Venetian Grace collection, and we're going to give away those frames. But the comment off the chart for the frames and the sprays, I need those frames, says Lillian. Kathleen says, what a great...
They're coming up. Give me like, maybe 10 minutes, and I'll be ready to do full demos for you on the sprays.
Can't wait. Kathleen says, what a great idea. And Hannah says, crafters are hilarious. Show us anything, and we're all like, ooh, shiny. I didn't think I wanted the frames, but you've waxed some colour on them, and I'm like, I need to have them. The Shimmer Sprays, says Sandy, beautiful results. And Leanne says, wow, the frames, I love seeing the way the products are used. The cards are gorgeous. My bank balance is going to hate it when the products go live. Julia says, I love the misters, the colours look amazing. Jenny Briggs, love the frame with the Shimmer Sprays. Loads of love for the team work here today as well. Charlotte, you're getting a lot of praise in the comments for your camera work.
Boom,
And
Charlotte, yay!
And Gareth said, I've had misters before, but I have never seen that. Right, we're going to
Can I just say why, guys, right? You might have had Shimmer Sprays before. You haven't had any that Leanne's worked on for years. That's the difference. We could have brought Shimmer Sprays out years ago, but she couldn't get the intensity of mica that she wanted. When you see the intensity, it'll knock your socks off.
Nicola says, maybe we should call them the Chivers Sprays. We're going to give away the Venetian Grace and also the sprays. So, sorry, the frames first of all. We're going to give away the Venetian Grace collection to Julia Chiverton. Congratulations to you, Julia. You need to message us. The address is QVC Prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk. QVC Prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk.
That's because we're in the UK.
That's because we are in the UK. And the frames we've just shown you are going to Lillian Kwok. Lillian, congratulations. QVC Prizes at Crafters Companion. Make sure you email us to claim your prizes. The comments are flying in about those sprays and the frames. I need those sprays. I need the frame, says B. Stephanie says, I need those sprays. We'll be looking at them in more detail in just a little while. But if you're loving all things sparkly and shiny, you'll love this next collection of Gilding Flakes, Sarah.
Yes, so by popular request, we've done a mega bundle on the Gilding Flakes. So you get 12 pots of the Gilding Flakes and, really importantly, the whole accessory set, right? So that accessory set, you saw me just working with the special glue. I'm going to show you how we stamp with this. So you need a blank ink pad to put the special glue into the stamp. You're also going to need all of the little brushes. So you saw me brushing off the excess, and then there's the 12 pots. Now, if I show you the colours, there are the 12 colours of your Gilding Flakes.
Ooh,
hello.
shiny.
Now you are talking, right?
Whoa.
So these are all the Gilding Flake colours you could possibly want to work with. It's going to complete that collection, and you get the tools to go with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple of things that you can be doing with these, okay? So it might be, love this idea, right? Where I'm going to show you how to do this in a second with the background, with the different colours on the background. But then also you could be creating your own patterns and putting the Gilding Flakes into the patterns. I saw Sheena do something with them amazing as well last week. I'm going to show you this in a second, where we can stamp and then put your Gilding Flakes over the stamped elements.
Clever.
Maybe you've done some lovely backgrounds, embossing folders, and then you just use a paintbrush to paint on a bit of the glue and add that to it. This one here, fabulous background effect with
that's
all
immense.
different colours. And you go and watch some of our masterclasses, Ben.
Yeah.
What about this one here? I love this idea, where you've got the Gilding Flakes and then the glitter goes over top of the Gilding Flakes. And that's on a die cut element, it's like used as a stencil. Isn't that fabulous?
It's that beautiful woodland, isn't it?
Yeah, which is a winter woodland. It's gorgeous, that one, right? So that just shows you what you can be doing with all of these, okay? Now let me show you how they work. So if I start off just going nice and simple, right? I've done here background, and I've got a background that I've done with some different layers of tape, right? So let's have a look. If we want to do a lot, let's take a few of the background pieces off, and I'm going to put my first colour down. So I'm going to just take 2 or 3 of these. Let's have another one of this one here. And let's go with a little bit, still got some down there, a little bit of gold to start with.
So is that that's just different widths of your red liner, right?
Different widths of red liner. Red liner is brilliant for this sort of stuff, right? Now, I'm going to try and not make quite as much mess by using different bits of paper, she says optimistically, right? So, don't you laugh at this, Ben, right? So, here's that gold again. So I'm going to put the gold down here, and this is what I love about it. Yeah, you can paint on gold, but it's like gold leafing effect is what you get, right? So I pop that down, I take the brush, and I brush it so that we make sure we haven't missed. There's a little bit that I've missed. I don't actually, I've missed a tape off there. No, pulled my tape off. So there we go, we're going to take that over. So I now have it where I'm going to take all of the excess gold off, right?
That looks great.
So then let's go on to the next colour. So let's take this now, and I'm going to take a couple of more bits of my double-sided tape off, and should we maybe go with like a bit of, I don't know, bit of purple maybe?
Purple's good.
So if we can take this off with crafters, we can get a bit of crafters purple on here.
Glad the fan's not on.
A couple more shades. I am also glad the fan is not on, because this could be somewhat disastrous, right? So now we can go and we can get a little bit of the purple.
Oh, nice.
And these are all the colours that you get. And what I love about this is the mega bundle collection. So you get them all, right?
And it's such a simple thing to do, but like maybe you wouldn't have thought of doing this with your red liner tape. But it's so effective and easy, isn't it, Sarah?
It looks amazing. Now you can obviously you could do it with tape pen as well if you want, but the red liner gives you an even better finish. Now can you see I've used the tiniest amount there. I've hardly got any out of the pot, right? And again, it's when you buff them in that you start and get that lovely kind of finish all over the background. So there is my purple, and then I'm going to give it a bit of a blow behind us, just so you know, guys, right?
I'm so pleased you cut Sarah back in the shot there. That was great.
Trying to get as many out of here as many Gilding Flakes off the back as possible, right? And then we'll go the last one. I'm going to take these off, and we're going to get a little bit of blue on now.
Nice.
So I'm going, do you know, maybe make a nice card, this one. I am realising that I'm using all my time up as well, putting different colours on, but I think it'll be worth it when you see it, right? So there's all of it. Oh, come on, off you come. You aren't also going to be under the immense time pressure that I am doing this live on TV,
yeah,
right?
with someone counting in your ear, 2 minutes.
I did hear that 2 minutes. I mean, whether or not I choose to listen to it, I don't know, might be another thing. But here we go. Right, blue. Look, watch this, right? So the blue comes on. Yes. Do you know, I'm a fan of this electric blue. It really, I do so much with the purple.
Yeah.
I think I sometimes forget just how good the blue looks.
Looks amazing. But you've got blues and purples and greens, and there's metallics in there, is there as well?
Well, also you can start and mix your own colours.
Oh, of course.
So if you wanted to mix a few different shades on there, you can mix them all and still get this lovely feeling with the mixed colours. Now, don't be sparing like me, right? Put plenty on, because you can always put it back in the jar afterwards, right? So you want that on. You want to rub that off, and then as you're going to do it, I want the camera to get this on the sparkle, on the close-up, because I want you to see just how fabulous it looks, right? When I've got that. So I take all the excess off. Yes!
Wow,
look at that.
yes.
So we're going to cover this bit up where I took my tape off. Now it's going to look perfect, right? Now that is just using different colours of gilding flakes onto a background. What looks fabulous when we stamp with these, right?
Oh,
now,
okay.
your stamp kit, you get in here, your little quick drying pad, right? Sorry, your drying pad, we're going to make it into a, whatchamacallit, a stamping ink pad, right? Yeah. So, all you do is you take your liquid glue, we're going to pop the liquid glue onto the drying pad. So you're going to pop it in, and can you see this? So the glue's come out there, and I'm going to work the glue into the ink pad, Ben, right? Okay. So you're going to work the glue all in there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to get yourself do the stamping. So I'm going to take a nice stamp here. I've got a lovely big butterfly. I'm going to ink up that butterfly with the glue, right?
Wow, that is a big stamp.
It is a big one, isn't it? Now, I have picked the biggest one, and also it's very, very hot in here. Yeah. So this is probably not the best. I'm going to have to put a little bit more on this. This is why we do need the fan on sometimes, Ben,
I
right?
see. So your glue goes on the little stamp, and then you just like tacking up the stamp itself. I see.
There you go. I've got plenty of glue on there now, right? Yeah. Now, you do need to wait till the glue has gone, like, remember you're always using you're putting the gilding flakes on when the glue is no longer wet, when it's tacky, yes. Right? So I'm going to stamp this down. Let's have a little look how it's going, right? So we're going over the background here. And then you're going to lift that off. Oh, yes. Now, can you see the reason I've got a bit of colour on here is because, oh, Sarah, man, it's because I hadn't let the, because I hadn't cleaned my stamp properly with stamp cleaner, right? Okay. You're going to stamp it, and you're going to get it nice and wet, so that it's not, try not to do it in a wet, in a hot environment, right? Now, look what you can do. In case it all went to pot, I stamped one just before the show, and I put a little piece of vellum over the top. Yeah. So what you get is you get the stamped element, but you get it, and it can stay like that. I mean, to be honest, it could stay like that a couple of days if you wanted. So as long as it's tacky, but not wet, right? Then watch what happens when I come and apply some of this. So I'll put the blue around the outside, and can you see the blue's taken to it there, right? And we're going to put the blue, and then I'm going to mould the blue into a little bit of purple. Okay. So we're going to take the purple on here as well, put the purple in the middle. Now it is a little bit warm in here, but I think you can start and see the design kind of come through. You can see it picking it up there, can't you? Yeah. And again, when you buff that off and polish it off, it's not quite as shiny as I would have liked, because I think it's a little bit warm in here. Yeah. But can you see? No, it's a bit warm in here. Do you want to see the one I did yesterday? Yeah, let's have a look. Look at the difference when it's not too hot. That's it. Yeah, now you do you know what? You've seen me do that demonstration a few times on here. Yeah. When it's not sweltering 20-degree heat outside. But that's what you need. You need to ink up, you need it not too warm in here, so not too warm, so that you can stamp, then you've got the adhesive, and then when it's tacky, so it's no longer blue, it's gone clear, then you can put your gilding flakes on. Looks fabulous. But the technique is you're getting 12 pots of the gilding flakes, and you're also getting the kit, and it's all of these colours that I showed you on here. See them all in the booklet.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see them all in the booklet, and more that we won't get round to in the show. What person with eyeballs, says Jerry Murray, doesn't need these Gilding Flakes? They're so gorgeous. I need, and again, it's great, isn't it, when you sort of mix and match them up as well. Save yourself some of those pots next time you have a Chinese takeaway. Save yourself some pots so you can dispense them into the bigger pots. We'll clean them obviously first, and then have spare pots for when you do sort of mix and match your Gilding Flakes up. Then you'll have like different colours, you know, in another box. I need the Gilding Flakes, says Wendy. I wish it was the 22nd now. Not long to wait. And Leanne says, being a relatively new crafter, I've never used Gilding Flakes before, but I definitely now need to add these to my crafty stash. What stunning effects. Make sure you keep watching. It's going to be amazing next Thursday. I'm gobsmacked, says Lynn, at the beauty of those Gilding Flakes. Brighter and more sparkly than any companies I've seen. Those flakes are incredible. Charlotte says, was anyone else worried that Sara left the lid off? The fan wasn't on, so we were fine. The fan wasn't on, so we were just about fine. And J.M. Murray says that butterfly was amazing. As with everything on the show, going to give them away for her comment of the page with Gilding Flakes would make a fantastic top of a box. Nona Lawton, congratulations to you. You're going to win those Gilding Flakes. All of those are coming your way. Congratulations. You just need to message us with your details. Here it comes now, up to date. Yes, team. QVC prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk. Don't forget, get the booklet, download it, and also if you're not yet in the club, fans of CC on QVC, on that page on Facebook, make sure you join the group. And of course, then we'll be giving away the items that we don't show in the show later on in the week. And the QVC date next Thursday, 10 o'clock, it all starts. Freeview 16, Sky 660, or of course, you can watch online at qvcuk.com. Now, it's come to that moment you have all been waiting for. These are going to absolutely fly out of the door. They are, yes, I'm going to take the words out of her mouth because I know what she's going to say. These are, Sara. Thebomb.com.
Thebomb.com, right. I'm ready. Now, really important. Always protect your work surface and protect your clothes. This is a lovely new frock I've just got. It's the TSV. It's been the TSV this
Very
week on
nice.
QVC. So I don't want to get shimmer sprays all over my new frock, right? So I've protected with my apron.
Very nice apron as well.
Here we go. Can I just show you before we start anything? 2 sets of colours. Right, so there's 2 options. You've got the details on the screen for the warm set.
Okay.
Now in the warm set, you are going to get the deep seashell. You're also, let's have a little look. Sorry, you're going to get the deep seashell. Fires. So we look at this one. So this one's your warm set here, right? And that is your. Am I saying it right? This is the warm set. Nicola. Deep seashell,
yep.
Royal velvet, celestial map, golden sunflower, and summer meadow. That's your warm set, right? And then there's just this one here,
that
right?
One, yeah.
Then the other set, we'll put the details up on there. That one there has got in your, so it's called the Brights. That's got your ice silver, the gold dust, the sunset bronze, golden heather, and the firelight sparkle. Now, I'm going to show you this board. This is just all 10 of the colours. It is not all 10 of the colours in one set and then the other set. It's just all 10 of them, right? So, but it doesn't matter because, let's face it, you're all going for both sets. Are you seeing why there's 2 of each? That's because we've sprayed one onto black and one onto white.
Oh, I see.
So can you see? So this is it onto black. This is it onto white.
Totally different.
So I'm going to show you totally different effect you get on both. It's a very, very intense mica finish, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you it. I'm going to start with one. Let's get the firelight sparkle, right? Okay. Going to give it a really thorough spray, so, shake, so that we warm up all of the mica particles in here, right? Very, very high quality mica. Now, they'll come to you and they're not primed, which means as you're looking at them, they won't have been used so far, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spritz to get the colour coming through here, right? So when I spritz them now, and you need to wait till they dry to be able to get the full effect, right? But you will see as this starts to dry, you can see it's starting to dry already around here. Yeah. Can you see the mica there and just how intensive it is? There you go, and I'll show you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them dry before I show you the kind of finished colour of them. So we'll pop them to one side. I can see that the more they dry, the more the mica is going to come out. There you go. The more the mica is coming out. You see it down the bottom there, right? So I'll pop them to one side so that they can dry a little bit. What I am going to do is I'm going to show you how we do some background. So I've got the Firelight Sparkle, and I've also got some Golden Sunshine. So I'm just bringing in a little bit of Golden Sunshine. Let's get that, let's have a little look. Let's get that primed as well. So now that's coming through as well.
I love that colour.
Look at that. Look how intensive it is as well, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray these onto a background and start and get the colours mixed a little bit.
Okay.
Right? So I'm going to spray these and I'm going to come in with the second colour set.
I see why you've worn your apron.
You can see where I've worn my apron, can't you, right? Just going to try and hold this down so that I do it right. And then I'm starting to mix all of those colours as they go around. Now, what you're going to do to get the real effect is you're going to come on with your heat gun. And can you see I can start and chase this around the background?
Yeah, yeah.
It's once we start and see all of this colour, it's once the water is all dried up, you will see the intense effect of the mica and you'll really appreciate kind of how it's looking.
So would you normally leave to dry naturally, or would you heat it dry if you were at home?
So I'm heating it dry because we're live on TV and I want you to be able to see this in a couple of minutes, right? You can leave yours to dry naturally or you can heat dry them.
Okay.
It doesn't affect the performance if you artificially try and dry them faster. Okay? So I know some other ones we will say, you know, dry it off in between layers and you'll get a different finish. You know, you won't with this, it'll give you the same finish whether you dry it. Leanne is doing a whole 2-hour masterclass on these on Monday next week.
Correct, yeah.
I'm just giving you the kind of some of the highlight bits, okay?
Okay.
Now, it's not fully dry, but it's enough dry that I can take this to the camera and give it a bit of a wiggle, right? And I can show you it to the close-up camera. And you can see the mica and the intense kind of finish. Now, that is if you do kind of a spritzed background. What you can also do is you can just watercolour with these, right?
Oh, right, okay.
So I can put a little bit of the different colours down here. And what I'm going to do is, because they're water-based, I'm just going to pick up a little bit of the colour, right? Just going to give myself a nice all-over wash here. Now, when you're watercolouring with them, no surprise here, we're going to use watercolour paper, right? So I'm going on to watercolour paper, and because the more water you put in, the more you are going to water down the sparkle.
Yes.
So if you want a more intense sparkle, you want less water, or just put 2 or 3 coats on.
That's it.
Right, so I'm just going to put several coats on there, and I'm going to just blend that from one colour into the next. And again, as soon as we start and dry this off, you won't see the sparkle in the mica. And can I just say, there's more mica in these than you can shake a cat at, right?
Shake a cat at?
Well, you know, what's the saying? There is a saying out there, isn't there? It's not that.
Shake a stick.
Shake a stick at.
Do you know what though? You've said that. So many people have already commenting on that in the comments, saying they've got sprays, but nothing like these.
Yes, that is the watered down version, guys. Look how much sparkle and mica, and let me just show you that in conjunction with this one. Now you can see with the intense finish on the mica, right?
Yes.
Now, there's a couple more things I need to show you, so we're going to have to overrun it, you guys, just to warn you, right? That is the card I was working towards on this one. So can you see there, once we let that dry, so that is where I've done the wash on the background, and you can see that mica dry, and then the spritzer background as well on it. What I'm going to do now is show you how I can use them with stencils as well.
Incredible.
So where is a little bit of my wiper wipes ready to go? Imagine what Leanne's going to be like on Monday. You're going to have 2 hours of this.
I was just thinking that Leanne, and wait till Sheena gets her hands on these, and Jan has a play with these.
Oh, Jan's going to love these, right? But do keep protecting your work surface and also your front. Right, there we go. So here we go. We've done a nice background with the water reactives.
Okay.
I'm going to use here a little bit of golden heather.
Yes,
right? So again, I'm going to give it a nice spray. I want you to see what that golden heather is going to look like, right?
Okay.
So there is my golden heather. So you can see it's a slightly different colour. And then I want you to see this one here. Oh, I've got a couple of shades. I want to show you all of them. This one is just the ice silver. So this is where you're just going to add a little bit of silver.
Oh, that's incredible.
If you don't want any other, so you just water that down a little bit.
Yeah.
Or you can have the gold dust in here, which is a different shade again. So this is like a subtle, just a dusting of gold, right?
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I've got my stencil. I'm going to pop the stencil down here, and I'm going to give this just a little bit of a dusting of gold.
Okay.
So I'm going to protect this side here as well, so that we just go over, there we go, just go over there like that. And then I'm going to come on with a dusting of gold. So nice and fine spritz, and you can always build up and add more on. There we go.
The
nice and subtle and soft.
Flying in.
So when I lift this off, right, and I'm going to lift this off there, we're going to dry this, and I'm going to show you what this looks like. Now, the ice silver, if you notice, that's golden sunflower, which was really intense in yellow. This one here was the gold dust, which was just a little inkling of silver, inkling of gold in the background, right? So if you want a nice subtle background, but it gives, so it's a totally different effect. There's all different techniques that you'll do with it. But when I show you this one now to the camera, look at this here. So,
hang on.
Yes, that is right there.
Yep.
How incredible. So just subtle, really intense mica.
Amazing.
There is honestly not, like mica like this, you're not going to get these sort of results. I just think there's so many things you can do with them. So like, have a little look at this. So just to talk you through some of these, right? This is lots of intensive mica and then just mixed all into each other, all right? Then you've got, now this is the technique I've just shown you, where you've got an inked background and we've just stenciled through it. Looks lovely with that little bit of vellum over there, right? This is watercolouring with them. So we've actually stamped something and then used the watercolour. And then this one here is the frame being die cut in black and then just spritzed to gild the frame. I would be doing that all the time, get the mic on the frame. Love this. So a little bit through a stencil, some big background blobs of colour, but watercolour down a little bit, right? This one here, lovely, this is where you're going to put a big blob and then you're going to blow it around with a straw.
Oh, the straw. What a cool effect that is.
Oh, do you know what? Michelle did that when she did her first look. Yeah? So you can do them. And then, oh, I love this card. I just love, can you see you've got the way it catches the mica in the back?
Yeah.
That is pure class. Now, one thing, it would be remiss of me not to tell you in case you don't watch Leanne's masterclass, right? So what I want you to do is, when you do this, we need to clean these back out again, right? So you don't want mica, because when all the watercolour dries, you don't want the mica to get stuck in here, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take the spritzer out, right? I'm going to just empty through the bits that's in the spritzer, right? So I've got the last couple of bits out, so that's now empty. Then I'm going to put it into some water, and I'm just going to spritz it. I'm going to clean it through with water,
I see.
so that we've only got now, that's all nice and clean.
Yes.
And then when I spray that through, that is now totally clean, empty, ready to go back in. You can do exactly the same. I'll do one with the red so that you'll kind of see and appreciate it coming through now, right? So, I'm going to get the red. We're going to spritz the excess out. I would do this on bits of tissue that you can, you know, and then I'm going to spray it with the water through until the water's coming through clear. Once the water's coming through clear, you know that's not going to clog now because it's nice and clean. So I want you to look after your spray. If you want your sprays to last, every time you use them, you're going to re-clean them and put them in so that when they are sitting unused, they are sitting unused without mica in the spray, because you've got to clog them. Now, Leanne's done a lovely video of how to care for your sprays, and if you do get your nozzles clogged, how to unclog them, things like that. We also do a little care kit on the website where you can buy just extra nozzles, right? However, if you look after your nozzles, they're not going to clog. It's the nature of the beast. You've got watercolour carrier with mica particles in there. You forget to empty it through, you're going to get mica particles stuck in your spray machine, which is no good.
I tell you what, Sarah, I know we've got to move on fairly swiftly, but the comments for these, wow. Gareth, the sprays, I have to say again, I've never seen anything so shiny, says Gareth, and I'm the worst crow in the world. I have to have. Hannah says, you know that crafting has gotten serious when the apron comes on. I think it's a good tip, as well as the cleaning out your nozzles, the apron on is a good idea. Wendy Graham, go to the top of the class, joined the group and downloaded the booklet. Well done, A star for you. Charlotte Everett, I never thought I was into mixed media until the glitter pastes, and now I am hooked. I need these sprays, says Charlotte. Helen says, look at the colours in the warm set, how gorgeous. Lillian says, the sprays look very tasty. Don't eat them. Kathleen says, wow, I need to get these. Jenny Briggs, the colours are gorgeous, I need them. Sheila O'Halloran says, oh, these shimmer sprays, their colours are stunning, I need them in my life. Kate McQueen says, cannot wait to see what Jan does with the sprays. The sprays are immense, says Dee. You've got to love Crafter's Companion. They don't do things by halves. If you're going to do something, do it well. That's so true. Leanne Laurie says, the shimmer sprays are stunning, like everything else so far on this show. Helen says, wow, that is really clever. I'd have never never thought you could do watercolour with them. And Siobhan says, oh, MG, the sprays are fab. New to crafting, but I am learning loads. Well, welcome to the crafty family, Siobhan. Best place to learn is right here with us. Gareth says, I don't want to wait for these. Well, you're gonna have to, unfortunately. Kathleen says, looking forward to Monday. I need to get both sets. Incredible, says Leanne. Stunning, says Jenny. And Nona says, using the stencil makes it look like you've used a foiling machine, but so much quicker. That's an amazing way to put it, actually. Fantastic. I'm giving them away. Someone's not going to have to wait. The winner of the sprays for their comment of, I really need those sprays and frames, B Mumby. B, congratulations. Thank you for your comment on Facebook. Those shimmer sprays are yours. Have fun. To claim them, just message us. There's the email address for you right here. QVC prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk. Moving on at a pace, let's have a look at some delicate lace.
Okay, so we have to give him a moment for how awesome that was.
Thank you.
Moving on at pace, we've got some delicate lace.
I think I just throw these together, don't you?
These, incredible. Like, you are going to love these when you see them. When I first saw the samples that came through these, I was like, oh, genius, right? So let me show you how they work, okay? You get two. So you get just the outer frame of the die, and then you get the optional add-in into the middle.
Okay.
So for example, if I take this one here and just show you the board, right? You can either do just the cutting in the middle. You can do just the frame around the outside, or you can use both together and get this background.
It's like a 3-in-1.
So 3 different looks in each one. But can you? How gorgeous is just the frame? Now you've got the frame in the square, and also I think potentially even nicer than the square is the rectangle. And even if you don't, just using this one in the middle, Ben, how fabulous for like maybe it's paper piece bits or maybe it's apertures. Now, your square set is actually the square one and the rectangular one together, right? That is the option. There are 2 options though. I want you to see the second option as well, because the second option, it gets better. This is when you have the circles, which is actually an oval. So you've got this lovely oval outer frame, which just looks gorgeous on its own. And also, can you see it's got the flat bit at the top? That's because you're going to do a shaped card with it, which I'm going to teach you in a second. Or if you don't want to do a shaped card, you can cut that away.
Yep.
And then you've got the cutting detail, and it's the same whether you go for the oval or the circle.
That's
right.
Great.
It's like a doily, this one, isn't it?
It's like a doily.
So I'm going to show you how you're going to use them and get the brilliant results with them, right? Now, using my Gemini 2, obviously I'm using my Gemini 2, right? So, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the magnetic positioner to pop them all together. So I'm going to use the outer one and hold the inner one in place as well, right? Now, this is how the instruction booklet tells you to use the Gemini, how to use any Gemini sandwich, but we never do it like this because then you can't see the dies.
Ah, yes.
Right? But watch this. I'm going to pop that on the top. I'm going to send that through, and I want you to see that is the power of the Gemini, right? Now, I've added onto my G2 here one of our turntables.
Yes.
So I did a whole tutorial on this Monday, guys, by the way. If you haven't watched it, you want to go and watch it,
awesome.
right? Now, I'm looking at that now, and I can see I want a little bit more detail cutting into the middle. So when you get that, that is when you go, right, we're going to add in the metal plate, right? Don't add it beforehand, because you don't know that you need it until after you've cut. So now I'm going to cut into the metal plate, so I'm going to go back in again. We'll send it through a second time. And now I know, okay, when I'm using this die, I'm going to use the metal plate with it. I'll take this out the way so you can see the cutting. What a difference it makes being able to do that.
No, it's great, isn't it?
Spinny like that, right? So if I take this now, oh yes, now this is what we're talking about. Now, if you want an even better finish, you're going to take that off your magnetic, and we're going to add in the rubber embossing mat, Ben.
Okay.
And we're going to emboss it as well.
Yes.
So then what you do is you add on the top plate. We're going to send it through again. So I took out the magnetic. Really important, don't have both. Oh, did you hear that little bit of a clunk as well?
Yeah.
Let me just show you how you avoid that. The reason it clunks is because it comes onto the die, and then when it comes off, it clunks off the edge. If we just twist that a tiny little bit, it won't clunk off the edge, right?
Okay.
It'll just come off the edge. It doesn't make any difference to the cutting. If you don't like that clunky noise, that's how you avoid it,
What a good
right?
tip.
Yeah, and it's, do you know, we're full of these little top tips.
You are.
So you get a chance, isn't it? Right. So now you'll notice the difference when it comes through. We shouldn't, and we don't, get the clunk, right?
There you go.
Because people sometimes worry that that's a bit of a problem.
Like,
doing that, right? Now, I'm going to take this, I'm going to do a bit of a Sara cheat, and I'm going to pop the back out like this. Save me doing all of that talking, right? because look now I lift this out. I mean, like, not a jot of porking, right? And then if you want to make it look next level, all right, you can come in. I'm going to use a little bit of fuchsia around the outside with the ink pads, right? So I'm just coming in, adding a little bit of colour around the outside.
I'm just laughing because Liam's just walked onto set with the dustpan and brush.
These guys know me well. These are clean up on aisle, Sara, please. Clean up on aisle, Sara. Right, so a little bit of ink behind there. God, you know what? I'm going to go right through and make a whole card out of this pen.
Yeah, why not?
Fabulous, right? So, going to this stage, what I'm going to do is I've got a little square of pink that I'm going to put behind. So, dotty tape pens, guys. So you don't want any of this colour showing through. So, dotty tape pens, and I'm going to go behind with that piece there so that we get a nice... So, can you see you've actually got this masked off area inside that you can use. So, how good is that? Nice, looking really good, right?
Yeah.
Now, I've cut a second one out. Yep, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to make this the back of the card.
Okay.
So I'm going to go tape along the top of this one. And I'll just double check that yes, they are. I'm going to go tape along the back of this one. So I'm going tape to tape. I'm going to stick this straight on top of there, Ben, so that we get a really good all over stick. Yep. And then just fold that piece back at the back there. So now I've got a nice shaped card.
Beautiful.
And then actually, just to finish it off, it's nice and simple. I've just got a die cut, congratulations, that can go along the bottom there. And I've got a nice little, let's have a little look, she'll put a nice little ribbon on the top.
One of those cards which looks like you spent hours doing it, doesn't it?
Yep, and you've just watched me do it in around about 3 minutes. How ridiculously quick and easy was that, but how fabulous does it look? And that is all down to those dies being so amazing. Trust me when I'm telling you, you're going to want the squares and the circles set. And if you have a little look in the booklet, you'll see all the cards that our design team have made with loads of ideas in there.
Yep, the booklet is a must-have. Be more Wendy and download the booklet and join the group as well.
Be more Whitney.
Wendy.
Wendy. Be more Wendy.
Be more Wendy.
Download
Whitney.
the booklet.
Wendy's downloaded the booklet and joined the group. That's why I say be more Wendy. Fans of CC on QVC is the group to join on Facebook. That's where we'll be doing more giveaways in the lead up to the show next Thursday. 10 a.m. on QVC through till midday. 2 hours. Freeview 16 here in the UK. Sky 660. Freesat 800. Or you can watch online. Or indeed you might have the app on your tablet or phone. Lots of ways to watch. Lots of love for those as well. Oh my, says Gareth, they are lovely. You could put them on acetate and do a stained glass window effect. Love that. Susie says, cacadas are my weakness. They are gorgeous. They are. And so easy to use as well. And especially when you get a set like that, when you've got like the different combinations, they're just even more... we need them, don't you? What lovely dies for scrapbooking, says Mary Pat. Wendy says, on my shopping list, it's getting so big. And Angela Krause says, oh my word, just when I thought you couldn't get better with a creator card. And here you go again. Great tip, says Wendy Graham on the clunking. And Lillian says, that clunk always makes me jump, even though I'm expecting it. Shall we give them away? Let's do that. We're going to give away the delicate lace creator card dies, and they are going to Julie Thomas. Congratulations, Julie. You have won those just for simply commenting along. Keep commenting, keep asking the questions, keep telling us what's on your shopping list. You could still be winning. If you have one in this show, the email address you need to email us your details to is QVC Prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk. Add that off by art and everything. Right, let's put some colour in your life now with not a medium bundle, not a big bundle or a large bundle, a mega bundle of classiques, Sarah.
I love how I got the voiceover then. Mega bundle.
Mega bundle.
Right, okay. What does 138 markers look like? This.
Woo.
These are all of the boxes of pens you are going to get. Now what I've done is I've decanted my pens into some of our pen trays because I wanted you to be able to see the colours. So you can get the pen trays separate if you want to, but this is 138 of our Spectrum Noir classic markers. So if you have been thinking about, you've been wanting to get into colouring for ages, this is our main pen, right? This is the one that where we started, that we've refined and re-engineered over the years, engineered to perfection. It is a double-ended alcohol-based marker. You've got the big chisel end for wide areas and you've got the fine bullet tip end. Now maybe this is for you because you want to get into colouring, maybe this is a gift for, you know, maybe it's the artist in your life, maybe it's the kids going off to college and wanting to do artwork on that. This is the set with all 138 colours. Now, we haven't just gone with 138 pens. What we've done is we've given you all 138 of the pens and also the storage bag which holds all 138 of the pens.
Nice.
So you could pop this into the storage bag, store them all in here. It is a fabulous storage bag. It has been specifically designed to hold all of the Spectrum Noir classic marker. It was designed because thousands and thousands of people own a full set of these marker pens, like literally all over the world. Now, you get the best results when you use the right cardstock. So we've also got a pack of our Nina Classic Crest. This is the right card for when you're doing all of your alcohol pen colouring.
Yeah.
And if you want to learn how to do it all, we actually have a DVD with Leanne teaching you all of the tutorials on how these pens work, how you're going to do different shading and colouring, walking you through absolutely everything, okay? So you get all 138 markers, you get the storage carry case, you get the cardstock, and you also get the DVD. Now, if you've never seen our classic markers before, I suggest before Thursday's show, you go and have a little look on YouTube, search for Crafter's Companion alcohol markers, and you will find thousands, that is no exaggeration, thousands of videos, because this is the pen of choice for crafters all around the world. Now, if I just show you what finish you get, right? So why you would use alcohol markers, right? It's all about getting the light bouncing, like how the light bounces off her hair here, right?
Yes.
Or maybe she wanted, I love this little idea here, little Christmas pudding guy. Look how dimensional. You can actually see the light bouncing off the Christmas pudding and also the little rounded face in the bunny, okay?
Oh, it's a little bunny.
It's a little bunny,
Oh,
one,
it was in the
cute.
pudding.
Oh, look at this one here. You've got that toadstool, and can you see how it looks three-dimensional? That's all about blending from a light to a medium to a dark. So you'll get all of the colours, all 138 colours in the set. You're going to go away and learn how to use them, and I can tell you now, the value for money bundle that we have on Thursday next week will knock your socks off. It's better than anything you've seen us do on one of our birthday weeks, on one of our Black Friday events, on one of our big Christmas or a warehouse get. Better than anything we've done is that bundle next Thursday. So if you've been in the market thinking about getting them, Thursday is your day next week for them, and we have a limited quantity of bundles, Ben.
Gareth Dobbs says, that is all the pens. It is all the pens. That is a big bundle. It's a mega bundle. Nikki Smith. Oh, Nikki, first-time commenter. Lovely to have you with us. Thank you for messaging, just saying first-time commenting. I love Crafter's Companion products. All you guys are amazing. XOXO. That's kisses and hugs, isn't it, O's? Yeah, yeah. Look at me, down with the kids. I always wondered what the O's were, you see, but now I understand. Teresa says, wow, that is a lot of pens. I need them in my life. Helen Regan, good grief, says Helen. What a large but incredible, I like what you did there, incredible, bundle of pens. Do I need more pens? I don't know, do you? Maybe, probably. I reckon you do. Certainly that bundle, it's big, it's mega. Think about getting it, maybe. J.M. Murray says, there are no pens or pencils, here we go. There are no pens or pencils better than Crafter's Companion Spectrum Noir. I have the tri-blends and the colour blend pencils, and they work so beautifully. I'm colouring right now as I watch the show. And Angela Krause says, I still don't have every pen, but that is my bucket list. Unbelievable deal on this, says Kathleen. I'm going to give them away. And funny enough, I'm going to give them away to the lady who's just messaged, who says, so the DVD teaches you how to colour like a pro. You'll get all of the information on there that you need. And Lynn, actually, brilliant for you, because you've just won the collection, which is amazing, Lynn. So congratulations. So I know you're just up the road, aren't you, in Newcastle? So that is brilliant. They're winging their way to you. QVC prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk. And I think as a fairly new crafter, aren't you, Lynn? Those are going to be amazing for you. So that is brilliant. And you get your DVD as well. Tune into all of our Colour Me Happy shows. Find those on YouTube. You're away. You'll be colouring like a pro in no time. I'm very pleased that you've won them. Well done. Right, 2 more things to preview for you over the course of this little show. And we are next, Sarah, going to have a look at some mini memories, aren't we?
Okay, so this is building on by popular request. Those of you, let me know in the comments who is in the monthly craft club. Who got in that programme live exclusively with QVC here in the UK? What was it, back in March? So we're now in June. March, April, May. So a few months ago, right? And I know there's thousands of you, and that kit was exclusive to QVC here in the UK. So let us know in the comments if you've got that. This product is about taking your first monthly kit, your memory albums, onto the next level. So what about if you could take memory albums, like we can see here, right? And I'm going to take this out and show you any one of these. Let's have a little one that's got your memory album in, right? I'm going to go with this top one up here. There is a mini memory album in here, right?
That is very cute.
And it's different pages onto a mini memory album here. But then how fabulous does it look that it's been taken onto the next level with all these pieces, but then put into a little stand with some little drawers in here as well.
Very cute.
Even all these little finishing things, like what you've got here, what we call the hardware for the drawers.
Yeah.
That's all included. Do you want to see how we can do different ones? So that's one option. As I move down here, this is a different one where we've actually got 4 of the little holders in one. Or you can see we've got 2 holders, and that's 2 holders with some drawers at the bottom. This one here is just the 2 holders. So many different options of how you can put each one of these together, right? I'm going to show you everything that's in the kit, okay? Now, if you don't have the mini memory album kit, do not worry, because we've included this die set. So this die set will give you everything you need to make the memory pieces in the middle. So you don't have to have had that first kit to be able to do this. This is a standalone kit on its own, but if you have that first kit, I know you're going to love this because this takes it to the next level, right? Then we've got all of these page edges. So all of these lovely boxes that you see with do, look how much more professional they look when you've got that lovely page edger on the side there that goes with it, okay? So you've got the page edges. This is your box file, you know, so you can do like an index card thing going down the side bend, really useful. You've also got a set here of your mats and layers for all of your pages so that they look like a torn page edge. And all the things that you need, like your photo corners, your tags, your edge pieces. So for example, as I was going through here, you can see you've got these accessory pieces, then you've also got the little tags that we've got here, little mats that go with this.
Oh, wow.
Look at these little corners that you can move through to. I mean, don't they just look fabulous, right?
Good.
So many different elements that you can use as you're going through your projects, okay? It's just one little idea, right? Then what we've got are all of the templates, Ben, to make the different pieces. So let me just show you this one here, right? This is upside down and is going to give you the drawer casing and the drawer base. So this is when you want to do this sort of drawer. And again, I've personally done loads of tutorials that you can go back and watch for YouTube on this, right? Now, if you're making one of these box panels, right, you then need to make all those separate panels. So for example, this one here, this is the back panel of your box lid and the side panels, right? So again, you follow the tutorial, just your side panel and your back panels, right? There is your inner drawer template, right? So that is if you're doing one of the, let me just find another one. Here's a set of, I like this one here, right? Here is a set of drawers with the pieces in there. So there's your little drawers, there's somewhere to keep your pieces. You're going to lift out these two. I'm going to show you one of these in just a second. These little side pieces, how gorgeous are they? So then we've got things like, look, you've got pocket pages, you've got your box file, you've got your spine covers. And bear in mind, it comes with full video tutorial instructions.
And it's not advanced level, is it? Because Helen says she likes to look at them, but she says, I don't know if I'm that advanced. You don't have to be advanced, do you? Let's
get a quick one knocked out. I think I can make you one of these, guys, in a couple of minutes that we've got left for here, right?
Here we go.
You're going to take here, you've got the box file, right? So I've got the box file one, I've got a piece of card, it's just a stencil. So I've actually cut the cardstock ready to size, so we're going to draw around this. We're going to come around all of the gluing flaps here. Notice I've got a nice sharp pencil, Ben, because it does make all of the difference. And then I'm just going to put a little bit, like a hint at the dotty line here. You don't need to draw every one of the dots in. You just need to get an idea so that you can come and score down here, right? So I'm giving myself a little feel, drawing this off, and then again we're going to die cut a little hole there, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to score down these lines and cut this off. Now, I've done a one here. Can you see? There we go. So
I see.
Cut down there, score down the sides. Now, you do need 2 of these, right? So I've done one there, and you've got so this is your box file, right? And then your second bit for the box file is this one here, which you're going to do again on the smaller one, and that is going to give you this piece here, right? So we've got one like this and one like this. We're all following happily.
We are.
Yes, we are.
So far, so good.
Right? Now I've done these on some nice coloured cardstock, and can you see I've got red liner tape down the sides, and up the bottom. Now, as I'm eating into extra time here, Ben, if you've got any comments on these, as long as everybody can see what I'm doing, we can have some comments while I'm doing the gluing together.
Well, we've got loads of comments. Mary Louise Richards says, I love making mini albums. This set is amazing. And as Sara's demonstrating for you now as I chat, accessible for all as well. So Helen says, oh, I don't know if I'm advanced enough. You absolutely love working with this. Daniel says, just thinking out loud, but as well as memories, you could have them as mini project files or storage for sentiment dies.
Love that idea.
Great
Absolutely love that idea.
Olga says, love these mini album bundles. We'll never have to buy another present again.
Yes, I couldn't. Do you know what? I've done loads of. We've done a lot of like mini album type work over the years. Yeah. And I have to say, they make, without a shadow of a doubt, hands down, the best presents ever.
And Lindsay says, what time are you on QVC, Ben? I'm not on QVC. It's Sara who's going to be there.
Not on QVC yet.
Oh, I didn't want to say anything.
But we're working on getting Ben on QVC, guys.
I thought that was hush, hush, whisper, whisper.
Well, it was. Well, I haven't told them you're doing it because, you know, they haven't said yes yet. But I've said we need to start and get more of the team on QVC. Yeah. So, yes. More of our team are doing tests to do more work with QVC, so watch this space.
It's exciting times.
Look at that.
That's incredible.
So that is now good. So let's imagine that was into this set here, right? And you see that goes out there, you just replace that, the new size one.
Hey, brilliant.
That'd be good.
Yeah. I love that. And again, brilliant demonstration of how cool this kit is. And actually, for Helen and anyone else perhaps who's looking at it thinking, that's amazing, I couldn't do it. Well, Sara's just done one part of it in literally 2 minutes. It's accessible for everybody. As we always do with all of our products, we make it easy for you to achieve the professional results without being, you know, kind of really super advanced. But loads of you are loving this. Andrea says, OMG, this kit is amazing. And we're going to give it away. Let us give it away. The winner of the Mini Memories kit is on Facebook, Teresa Chalmers. Congratulations. Who says, I hope I don't get glue all over my phone. I'm busy making a Father's Day card, but just had to comment on the show. Everything looks so wonderful. Well, that kit is yours. Congratulations. QVC prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk. Everything is in the booklet that you need. If you've not downloaded it yet, do so and make sure you join the group as well, which is Fans of CC on QVC, to see everything else and to win everything else on the lead up to next Thursday's show starting at 10 a.m. Final item to show you for now, though. I feel like we've had a lot of sparkle, a lot of pizzazz and wow in this show. So what a great way to kind of finish what we started with a bit more sparkle, Sara.
Okay, I'm just going to say one of my favourite markers that we do and have never been featured on QVC are our sparkle pens.
Oh,
now,
wow.
Sheena did a Craft Your Stash masterclass on these last week and the feedback on them was incredible. So as a result, a lot of people are saying, I haven't got the sparkle pens, I want to get the sparkle pens. So that was just her teaching you how to use them. This is them. We've got a bundle of 4 sets of our sparkle markers, and that is going to be on QVC at a fantastic deal next Thursday.
Okay.
Right? So can you see, we've got this set here. I'm going to start with the really boring one. 3 clear sparkles. Why do I want clear, you're thinking? It's like a water brush, guys, but whatever watercolour medium you add to it, whether it's your watercolour pencils, your watercolour pens, your watercolour inks, paint that you've got at home, it'll make it sparkly, right? So that's why you need 3. Then we've got all of these different colours. So you've got some beautiful kind of like autumnal shades, some springy shades, some deeper shades in there that are going to take you through all of the different seasons, okay? Now, if I just show you what sort of techniques that you're going to be doing with your sparkle pens, okay? So this is where we're just doing all over lovely coloured backgrounds, right? Yep. This is if you want to colour in, and I think if I tilt it, you might start to see some of the sparkle. You can colour in some of your stamps. This is just picking up the excess off a little mat and popping it on. This is if you want to do some background washes, and you can see. So they've got the same sort of mica in them as what our sprays have, but you're actually getting them in a controlled form within a pen, right? Look at that one there with your wow. Now you can see, right? So you can see this is where we drop salt crystals onto the finished one to get a different bit of effect. Same with that one there. These are some of your embossed panels that we put onto here. This is where we stamp. This is the technique I'm going to show you. You can stamp and then spritz if you want. Yeah. A little bit more colouring on there. Doing a resist background with some stamps and some, what do you call it, white Embossing powder, clear embossing powder, and then putting the ink over. That is if you want to do masking, so you're going to use your masking fluid to spritz them down, then rub them off, or just a nice watercolour background, then use your gilding wax over the top, right? So, let me just show you how I would use them, right? I'm going to show you how we do a nice background first of all. So, I'm going to take a few colours. Let's use the autumnal shades, right? So, I can go here, and I can, if I just take a little bit of water, I'm going to pop water all over the background of my paper here, right? So that it's nice, and we're going to go wet into wet because it makes it easier to move, right? I'm going to go with the brown first of all. So can you see, look how intensive that colour is? Yeah. Right, so nice deep brown shade. And I'm going to go from brown into my orange. Okay. And you can see, because they're watercolour, look how the two mix there without me even needing to bring a water brush on there, Ben, right? When you need a little bit more, you just give it a little bit of a squirt and it brings a little bit more out. Then I'm going to go from my orange into the green, straight into there, and you'll start and see again, we're going to be able to blend those shades. I think I'll get the green down here first, and then I'll start and blend the shades in here, right? I'm going to, where we get the green into the orange there, and I want to mix the colours together, Ben, I'm going to use a little bit of water, and I'm just going to blend them. There you go, you see, now we've got a lovely blend. Here we are. I'm going to go green into the orange, orange into the brown, and we've got that lovely all over background colour. Beautiful. Right? Now, I'm going to let that dry. Actually, I'm going to heat gun it dry. Right, so I'm just going to heat gun that dry, and then, is there a little bit, kitchen rose down there. So because this is watercolour, I'm going to be able to treat it like I would all of my different watercolour mediums. Yes. So if I want to start and drag a little bit of colour out of this, I can do. So before I go, let me just show that to the camera. So I'm going to get the can you see the shimmer? There we go. There you go. Yes. You just need to catch it on the light, right? So then if you want to start and drag a little bit of colour out, watch this, I'm just dropping a few little bits of colour onto there, Ben. So you can do that faux bleaching technique that you've seen me do before. So we pop the watercolour down. I'm going to use a little bit of just kitchen towel. Pop the kitchen towel on there. Look, it's going to pick all of that colour up. Now we get that splatter effect on the background. Effect. Right? Now I'm just trying to show you a couple of little techniques. Go and watch Sheena's class. Yeah. I learned everything I know from that woman when it comes to this sort of stuff, right? What I will do though is just show you another technique that I love, is where you use them as sparkly ink pads, right? Ooh, right, okay. So watch this, I've got a lovely stamp design. So I'm going to use a stamp design on here, and I'm going to actually colour up, use my, my pens. I'm going to colour straight onto all the background. So we want that green down there, and then I'm going to mix all the different colours. Again, I'm very conscious that I'm running over time, Ben. So if you've got any questions or any comments, maybe ask them now. You chat to everybody now. Okay. Well, I've got loads of comments. Right to the end on this. Question, Gareth says, what sort of cardstock are you using currently? Watercolour. Yeah, always the way. Absolutely love the sparkle pens, says Karen. Need more sets of those. And Shelley O'Halloran says, I've got the sparkle clear overlays now. I need to get my hands on all the colours. So sparkly. The clear overlays, though, are brilliant, though, aren't they? Because you can literally add them to all sorts of colours. Everything. That's the beauty of them. Love, love, love these, says Andrea Dunn. You cannot beat a bit of sparkle. And Lindsay Travaskis says, the demos by Sheena on these sparkle pens were very interesting. She put me more in love with them. So versatile. I haven't got all of these, so I would love these sets. Make sure you're watching next week, and of course go back and watch all of Sheena's shows. Sheena Wednesdays, of course, pretty much I would say maybe 6 out of the last 8 weeks. Sheena's taken over Wednesdays. You can go back and watch all of them on YouTube. Yes, I was like, can you just come every Wednesday, Sheena? She's like, I can't commit to all 52 Wednesdays in the year, Sarah, but yes, I will try and come as much as I can, and we'll consistently do that on a Wednesday. Now watch this, right? Yeah. I've got I'm just going to spritz this because I don't want it, because it's warm in here. I'm just going to mist over the top just to make sure that that's kind of come to life a little bit more again. And now, when I stamp this, you've got that colour, right? Oh, yeah. Now I'm going to let that dry before I show you what we do with it next, and get a little bit of background here. And I'm going to now just use up all the excess, right? So can you see I'm going to just re-wet this and stamp some of these all over the background. Okay. So that we're using... Oh, don't waste any of it. That's it. Give it another spray, another revive on here. Do down here. Yeah. Taking it down there. and getting some lovely kind of background colours going on as it was, right?
That's a really cool background.
Now, once you've got all that there, you want to intensify that a bit more?
Yeah.
You can give that a bit of a spritz and we get that lovely watercolory washed out background, right? So I'm going to leave that to dry, just have that, gives me a lovely background set. This one's starting to dry a little bit.
Okay.
So what I can do is come in with a little bit of a, or use your clear sparkle if you want to not lose. And now I'm going to watercolour.
Oh, clever.
So now I'm just dragging that colour out. Now there's no way I'm letting you finish the show until I've finished watercolouring this because I want you to see how awesome it looks. But if you've got any last messages you need to do, Ben, as long as you can see me, I'm all right. Because I know I've got Nicola in my ear saying, that's time, guys.
Yes, time is up. You're into injury time now.
Into injury time.
Yeah. Mary says, I've never used the sparkle pens on stamps. I guess I'll have to go into my craft room and get stamping. So many different ways to use them, and even in this short little demo here, you've seen just a few ways to get the very best out of them. Absolutely love the sparkle pens, says Karen Fisher. And Rose Lippett says, I'm loving all of the inspiration that we've seen on the show. Lots of you with growing lists of items that you want this Thursday when we're on QVC at 10, of course. That's brilliant, Sarah.
Look at that. Let's show it to the camera, right? And then if you use the two of these together, right, this card here, can you see? So we've used, there is the watercoloured stamp element and the background with everything that was left over. How incredible are they? And then it's when the light catches them, you see that lovely intensive sparkle coming out.
What?
Ooh, got through a lot there, haven't we?
I tell you what, it's squeezed in an hour and 20 minutes, loads into that preview show. And of course, not quite everything we've shown you is all there in the booklet for you that you need to make sure that you download and join the group as well. Fans of CC on QVC, where we will be giving away the other items that we've not yet featured in this preview. And of course, everything is in the booklet for you too. We'll give that set away. The sparkle pens is going to a lady who said, these markers are on my wish list. Maybe I'll have to do a work from home day again next week. Shh. Well, Helen, take them off your wish list because you've just got them. Helen Regan, well done, Helen. You've won the sparkle pens. Congratulations. Have fun having a play with those. And to claim them, send your details, of course, to the usual address, QVC prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk. What a great show. Remember, 10 o'clock next Thursday, Sarah. It's a 2-hour show, isn't it?
It is indeed 2 hours. It's like a... Instead of just doing my hour once a week or whatever, I've said let's make it like a craft day and do a really big show for a couple of hours and get all the new launches onto there. It's going to be epic.
Looking forward to it. Thank you so much to Sarah. Thank you to you guys for tuning in and joining us for the last hour and 20 minutes. Loads still going on. If you head over now to the Crafters TV page, you'll catch Debbie Fisher and Craig. They're doing a craft along with the Bohemian collection. So make sure you tune in for that. And then later on this evening on the same page, 6 o'clock tonight, 1 o'clock Eastern, we have got a cartload, Triple Trouble. It's Debbie, it's Craig, it's me. You are not going to want to miss that. And with some of the deals we've got up our sleeves as well, it's going to be amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Sarah. We'll see you again very soon, and make sure you join us on QVC next week. Bye for now.